Hey YouTube, Pipe Lawyer here, coming to you once again from inside the humidor at Tobacco World in Atlanta, Georgia. I was going to do the video outside, but right now, although it's a beautiful day outside with the sun shining and the sky all blue and everything, it's kind of windy outside, so I figured you wouldn't be able to hear me that well, so I came inside. And it's Friday, so that means it's time for Friday Night Pipes. And this week's MVP, Most Valuable Pipe, is a previous MVP. And it is none other than my Mario Grandi poker. But it's a little bit special this week because a couple of weeks ago I went to smoke said poker, and unfortunately the stem snapped off. The tenon snapped off and stayed inside the pipe while the mouthpiece itself came off. So I sent the pipe off to Floyd Norwood a few weeks before I went on my trip to Florida, which was this past weekend. And I was hoping to get the pipe in time before I went to Florida, but things didn't happen that way. So when I got back from Florida, I went to my P.O. box, and sure enough, the pipe was there. And this is the original stem that came with the pipe. Solid black, and this part here just snapped off from the rest of the stem and stayed inside the pipe, so I sent it off to Mr. Norwood a few days, about a week and a half before I went on my trip, and I took the opportunity to ask that a different color stem be fitted to the pipe, and he said sure, and he described a couple of colors of stems that he could make, and I was looking for something not black, but I mean just something to like contrast the pipe stain nicely. So I figured something like a dark brown or like a nice root beer color. So he mentioned a few, and he came up with one that he calls Bronzo, B-R-O-N-Z-O, and he said it was like what I was looking for, you know, nice swirl, like a lucite stem with hints of red in it. I said sure, it sounds very good. So I go on my trip to Florida, I come back, the pipe is there in my P.O. box, and I open it up, and I was blown away. I was very pleasantly surprised, because this is the stem that I found now in this week's MVP. The new Floyd Norwood lucite bronzo colored saddle stem for the Mario Grandi poker. And you see there in the light, it's got a beautiful, what I call like a sangria red swirl. To me it's more like a sangria with hints of brown in it. On the top of the stem is nice straight swirls, where on the back you see the wonderful circular swirl patterns there. Just very, very nice. And it's a saddle stem, of course, and I think it looks outstanding against the chestnut stain of the pipe. Just outstanding. And Mr. Norwood took it upon himself to do something above and beyond what I'd asked. Not only did he make this new stem for the pipe here, but free of charge, he went ahead and fixed the old stem. You see, the old stem and the new stem are the exact same length, tenon to tenon, but the old stem is only very slightly bent. So I get a better shot there. See, it's only very slightly bent, whereas the new sangria colored stem has more of a bent there at the end. Feels great, it looks great. So there you have it. This week's MVP is the Mario Grandi poker pipe with my new Floyd Norwood custom sangria red colored saddle stem in lucite, and I love it. I love it. And there you have it. So until next time, this is Pipe Lawyer saying cheers, and as always, remember, I'll present the evidence, but you be the judge. Take care, God bless, and good night.